Okay, today's assignment is page 270, numbers 22 through 29, numbers 36 through 47. Number 22 starts with 3 equals 1.5b. So the first thing I have to do is convert 1.5 to an improper fraction. So I take 2 times 1 plus 1 over 2 times a b equals to 3. My next step is I take 3 equals to 3 over 2b. Then I multiply each side by the reciprocal, which in this case is 2/3, times 3 over 1 and 2/3 times 3 over 2. And my final answer is b is equal to 6 over 3, or if I round that to 2. Number 24, or 23, is right over here. 2 1/2 y equals 2/5. First thing I do there is, again, I convert the 2.5 to an improper fraction. 2 times 2 plus 1 over 2 equals 2/5. So that gives me 5 over 2 times 2 over 5. Using the reciprocal of 5 over 2 is 2/5. I multiply each side by 2/5. 2/5 times 5 over 2, y gives me y, and 2/5 times 2/5 gives me my final answer of 4 over 25. The next problem, problem 24. 24 says I have 2 1/3 m equals 7 over 12. Again, I have to convert the 2 1/3, and I take 3 times 2 plus 1 over 3. M equals 7 over 12. My next step is I have 7/3 m equals 7 over 12. My next step is I multiply by the reciprocal, 3 over 7 times each side. 3 over 7 times 3 over 7 times 7 over 12 gives me 21 over 84, and I can actually reduce that to 1/4 or leave it as 21 over 84. My next problem, number 25, says I have negative 1 6/7 g equal to negative 13 over 15. Okay, so first thing I'm going to notice is I have negatives on both sides. When I multiply that out, the answer is going to end up being positive. Again, I convert 1 6/7 g to minus 13 over 7. 7 times 1 plus 6 is 13, and I have a 13 over 7 g equals 13 minus 13 over 15. Next step, multiply each side by the reciprocal. 7 over 13 and the negative, and that's going to give me, my final answer is, when I reduce it, my final answer is going to be 13 times 7. I cancel out the 2 13s right here, and I end up with 7 over 15. That one's a little hard to see, but that's the final answer. Positive 7 over 15. Okay, the next problem, number 26, is 1/15 equals minus 1 1/10 t. Again, I have to convert the 1 1/10 to an improper fraction. 10 times 1 plus 1 gives me minus 11 over 10 t equals 1 over 15. Multiplying by the reciprocal of 11 over 10 is 10 over 11. Make sure I carry along that negative sign. Multiplying that out, I get t is equal to minus 10 over 165. Okay, the next one is number 27. Number 27 says I have 2 1/8 k equal to 7. Changing it to an improper fraction, 2 times 8 plus 1 is 17/8 over k equals 7 over 1. Multiplying by the reciprocal, I get 7 times 8 is 56. 17 times 1 is 17. So my final answer there is 56 over 17. The next set of problems I'm going to do are 28. It starts with number 28, and we have 1 1/2 n equals 3 4/9. So the first thing I do is I have to convert both of them to improper fractions. Multiplying 2 times 1 plus 1 over 2, 3 times 9 plus 4 over 9 on the other side. I end up with 3 over 2n equals 31 over 11. Multiply by the reciprocal of the problem with the letter. I end up with 2 times 3 times each side, and I end up with 2 times 31 equals 62 over 27. The next one I did is number 40. Number 40 says we have 3 1/9 a equals 3/7. Okay, the first step is converting to a improper fraction. So when I do that, I get 28 over 9 equals 3 over 7. I flip the reciprocal, 9 times 28. So I end up with 3 times 9, 3 times 9 is 27, and 7 times 28 is 196. So my final answer here is A equals 27 over 196. The last one on the bottom is number 41, and we have 2 3/4 equals minus 6 3/5. So now we got to convert both to improper fractions. Okay, we've done this several times, so we take and multiply the denominator times the mixed number and add the numerator. So on each side I end up with, on the left side I end up with 11 over 4 equals minus 33 over 5y. Now I have to multiply each side by negative 5 over 33, which is a reciprocal. So when I do this, I end up with 11 times 5 is minus 55, and 33 times 4 is 132. So y equals minus 55 over 132. The last couple we got are number 43 up here, and that is 3 3/5 p equals minus 4 4/9. Okay, the first thing again, convert both of those to mixed numbers, or both of the mixed numbers to improper fractions. 3 times 5 plus 3 over 5 on the left side with the p, and 9 times 4 plus 4 over 9 on the right side. So that gives us 18p, 18 over 5p equals minus 40 over 9. Multiplying by the reciprocal of 5 over 18 to both sides, I end up with the answer of minus 200 over 162. Okay, the last couple we have, number 44. I have 8d equals 1/4. I multiply each side by 1/8. I didn't have to mess around with that one. So when I do that, I end up with 8 over 1 times 1 over 4. So I end up with A equals 8 over 4. If I reduce that, it's D equals 2. And the very last one that I've done today is number 47, which says 3 over 7x equals 1. I don't have to change anything. Just multiply each side by the reciprocal, which is 7 over 3. So I get 7 over 3 times 1, and 1 times anything is that number. So my final answer here is x equals 7/3. So you've got quite a few problems done. I hope this helps you out.